Hello everybody there on the internet. I don't really have really anything to say today. I can give you some information about or updates. It will take quite a while before I start upload some videos. I did upload one video yesterday, but it was just how to say 1 hour work if you count in that I didn't drink quite a lot of coffee and lemonade and all kind of things. And yeah, the reason because it will take quite a while before I upload any more videos is because I'm in the military just now, and yeah, it might be or I guess it will take at least 1 year for me to work or be in the military or army, or it's just the schooling. I don't know just yet where, in what kind of position I will be schooled or trained just yet. I maybe get this this week. And another reason because why I haven't uploaded any videos, because I have been working to try to make sprites, and okay, I tried to animate all the sprites so I don't need to animate them later, so it takes quite a while as well. And yeah, the camera I used earlier is broken, or it did break. I tried to fix it and I couldn't fix it, and it was not any warranty on it anymore. So yeah, it was piece of shit. Not because it the camera was great, but and all in all, but it was the shitty part was that I couldn't fix it. It was a quite a small problem, and I didn't want to buy the parts that was needed just because the parts would have costed more than the camera did cost. So I did try to fix it, and you learn through failure, and the next time I know what did go wrong to the next camera. Do you have out there any suggestions on any good recording camera that doesn't cost too much but still is HD? I have watched that a couple of them, and then I would want to have a second camera for taking photos, but it doesn't need to be, how to say, high tech, because I show you where is it. This is a camera, another. It's just 2 megapixels. Not even, you don't even see that in cell phones anymore. Oh, I have it in I have it in, of course, in mine, but all in all, this gets quite, how to say, special colors, or if you have a too high-tech camera, it just doesn't get the things that cheaper cameras get. You can get quite special colors with a bad camera that you can't get with a better, how to say, more expensive. So I would want to, you who have watched the videos, they know that I did have a PowerShot camera. I would want to have the same kind of camera, or just a step better. The reason because I would want to have the same camera is because then I can, when a part get broken, I can just switch them. Yeah, and 4 weeks I did have a what was it, 4 or 5 weeks of summer holiday before I did go into the military, and I have been now 5-6 what is it 5-6 weeks now, and last weekend I did not get home, and we had 1 week of we did have this 1 week when we was just in the forest, and yeah, it was nothing wrong with it. A couple of hours sleep every night. And then what I mean is couple of hours is what, 3-4 hours, and that is much, because this other group did just get 1 hour sleep every night for a week or 5 days. What to say? What more? Yeah. I did have to go and buy some music, so I have something to do on the free time, and travels with bus every weekend. It's from I get home about, what is it, 9 at the midnight, or a couple of hours before midnight, or 4 hours before midnight. That is not. And usually, if we're lucky, and I will go now about 7 at the 7. I don't know how to remember. 7 at the, not at the morning, but at the 7 o'clock a day. Yeah. Jeez, I have to train on that. Yeah. I did go and get some earplugs. I was considering to actually buying a new MP3 player, because the one I have is quite old, but it works, so I don't really need to buy a new one. And I did watch if I would have considered to buy a iPod, but iPad. No, iPod. Yeah, iPod. They don't really have that much, how to say. It's quite easy to give a name to an Apple product. You just use I and something else. Yeah. Have anybody out there actually tried the iPod or iPad? I meant iPad. And I have heard that many say it's just a piece of junk for normal people, or you really don't have any use for it. What more do I want? Yeah. I have another volcano have actually another volcano have actually started a new eruption. So let's see how it ends, or how it ends. Let's see if any other volcano in the same area gets the idea of starting up, because there is a couple of more volcanoes. There is one, I don't remember if it was Krakatoa. Yeah, it was Krakatoa. The last days. It was in which year? 1883. Then but then the thing was, it was in Sumatra, in the same area. And there is a BBC documentary drama, or how to say, about the last days, or from the starting of the explosion, and how then the survivors talk, or there is people who have taken notes and then they talk. If I remember correctly, this was one of the key points to that volcanoes really did start to be researched. And what more? Yeah, it was, nobody did know it was a volcano at first. Then it started to come fumes. They believed it was one volcano, but actually it was 3 volcanoes under, and it was like little bit like no, Pompeii, the Vesuvius, the mountain, and it had like a cork on top of it. But instead, this volcano was in the middle of the sea, and it had the possibility to actually to give out power, so it was a devastating force, but not as devastating as Pompeii. But hey, at least we could be happy for it, and it wasn't the same kind of explosion. Or that area would have been uninhabitable for quite a good while. And if how to see, yeah, many would call the last events, if we would actually talk about the the movie 2012, the, how to say, would you call it a comedy, or just, yeah, I would call it a comedy, because I laughed quite a lot at that movie, because hey, it was cool. The explosions, everybody loves explosions, because that's the main reason really people go to the theater or movies today. But then there is sometimes when there is too much, and when they get the science wrong, and yeah. But it was, how to say, the a worst case scenario, everything would be extinct like that, but still humans would survive and go some place in Africa. They actually, everybody, it's an old movie, and the best character everybody still, I guess, think he's the best character, Charlie. He was the best character in that movie, or Dalai Lama, or he he did take everything really chill. What would you say if you see a huge wave coming at you? Would you say oh F, or would you say oh, or would you just run, even if you know there is no idea to run? How to say, okay, yeah, about 2012, and if you look back at this year, how it has begun, it's quite devastating. It's in some areas it's rained too little, others too much, volcanoes and tsunamis. Then it's the tornadoes just waiting around the corner, probably. I haven't been so updated on all kind of news either, because there is just a couple